Welcome back. This week we're taking on Valeria, a tactical RPG that blends strategy and RPG mechanics into one engaging experience. With its dynamic battles, polished visuals and deep tactic options, Valeria captured the attention of many of you during our playtest. But of course, no game is without its quirks, so let's break down what you had to say. First up, let's talk playtime. An impressive 66% of players spent more than 2 hours in the game, with 8 players logging over 4 hours. That's a solid sign for how engaging Valeria can be. Players praised its strategic gameplay and thematic elements, though concerns about matchmaking and grind-heavy mechanics were raised. One tasker summed it up perfectly. Valeria is very good for players who love competitive strategic games. Would players recommend Valeria to friends? The answer is a resounding yes, from 83% of the respondents. Many of you love the quest system and rewards, with 94% saying those features motivated you to keep playing, but there's a bit of room for improvement. Matchmaking came up as a pain point amongst a lot of the players. One player pointed out new players get matched with those 7 times stronger. It's clear the matchmaking system could use a bit of fine tuning to balance out these battles. The key features. Graphics got 8.2. Dynamic skill animations and polished visuals stole the show. Players called them a standout feature. Weapons and hero variations got 8.5. The variety impressed players, but there's still a desire for even more diverse classes and skills and characters to enhance the tactical gameplay. Core game loop 8.1. The quest and combat loop kept players coming back for more, though difficulty spikes frustrated a few of the testers. Story got an 8. Players enjoyed the narrative, but some felt the pacing could use more balance to avoid uneven progression. Ease of access and controls both scored 7.7 to 7.8, reflecting solid onboarding with some frustrations, particularly around the tutorials length. Let's dig into the key feedback. Matchmaking issues were a recurring theme. One player summed it up saying, matchmaking still needs looked at. New players getting matched versus veterans really took a sting. And let's talk difficulty spikes. A few of them mentioned getting stuck on bosses for hours. While the challenge is part of the fun, balancing progression could make the experience smoother without removing that tension. There was also mentions of bugs, particularly around the story mode, which dampened the experience for a few players. That said, many of you called the game addictive and fun, showing that Valeria has a solid foundation to build. So the final verdict on Valeria is engaging tactical RPG with standout visuals, dynamic battles, and a rewarding quest system. While matchmaking, difficulty balancing, and some bugs need attention, the core gameplay shines brightly, especially with strategy enthusiasts. If you're into competitive strategic games, Valeria is definitely worth diving into. Let me know in the comments what do you think about the matchmaking games like this. If you want to give us your feedback on some games, we play a new one every week, so come and join us in Discord. And don't forget, today we game.